My dear students, we are going to the chapter-wise concept. The topic is a pair of straight lines. Pair of straight lines means a pair. That means we have to combine the two individual equations. Then we get a pair of lines equation. Pair means two. That's why the pair of lines equation, this system is two types. One is homogeneous pair of lines. The second one is non-homogeneous pair of lines. That's why observe here a1x plus b1y is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y is equal to 0 are two linear pair of lines. That means the two linear equations, these are homogeneous equations. Since here homogeneous equations in two variables x and y, here x power 1, y power 1. That's why they have same powers. That means a equation which contains, that means which represents a pair of lines, homogeneous equation, definitely each term which contains the same power, then the equation is called homogeneous equation. That's why these two are two linear equations. Product of these two linear equations, this is which contains x square term and xy term and y square term. It is considered as ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 is called the standard form of the homogeneous pair of lines equation. Similarly, non-homogeneous equations, we have to take two individual equations, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. These two are first degree in two variables x and y. So these are non-homogeneous equations. Since here it is x power 1, y power 1, but here it is constant. There is no variable power 1. That's why here there is no same powers of the variables. That's why these two are called non-homogeneous straight lines. Now the product of a combined equation of these two represents which contains x square term and xy term and y square term and x term and y term and constant. That's why this is taken as the standard form of the non-homogeneous equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Since which contains x square term and y square term and xy term and x term and y term and constant. It is non-homogeneous equation. That's why we are going to discuss about the homogeneous part. First we have to discuss homogeneous part, homogeneous equation. That's why now we have to identify the nature of homogeneous equation. Okay, now JEE mains and advanced questions definitely depends upon the basic concept. This is the starting concept and this is the basic concept for pair of straight lines. Now we are going to discuss homogeneous equations. Now we have to find nature of homogeneous equation. That is, take the standard form of the homogeneous pair of lines. Actually, the standard form of the pair of lines equation taken as that is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. So this can be multiplied by a, then it is a square x square plus 2ahxy plus by square is equal to 0. Now this can be right ax whole square plus 2 times of ax into hy plus by square is equal to 0. This can be right ax square plus 2 times of ax plus hy. So this will consider as a square plus 2ab, but there is no b square. We have to add and subtract b square, that is h square y square minus, that means it is nothing but hy whole square, h square y square, add and subtract h square y square plus ab y square is equal to 0. Now observe, this is a square plus 2ab plus b square is nothing but a plus b whole square. That's why it is ax plus hy whole square minus, from these two what we have to take common, y square, then it is h square minus ab times of y square is equal to 0. Are you clear? Now from this ax plus hy whole square minus square root of h square minus ab into y whole square, that means the entire equation can be right the difference of two perfect squares. That's why this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Since a square minus b square, this can be right ax plus hy plus square root of h square minus ab times of y into ax plus hy minus square root of h square minus ab times of y is equal to 0. That's why the pair of lines represents two equations, two individual lines. Now we have to take ax plus hy plus square root of h square minus ab times of y is equal to 0. This is taken as equation 1, and ax plus hy minus square root of h square minus ab times of y is equal to 0 taken as equation 2. Are you clear? That's why these two equations, that means we have to split the pair of lines, standard form of the pair of lines, pair of homogeneous equation into two equations. Now the nature of pair of lines definitely depends upon this part, root of h square minus ab. Especially the nature of pair of lines depends upon h square minus ab. Okay, observe here, suppose we have to take h square minus ab is 0. H square minus ab is 0. Suppose we have to take h square minus ab is 0. Then it is ax plus hy plus 0 is equal to 0. That means ax plus hy is equal to 0. And here it is also ax plus hy is equal to 0. That means the pair of lines equation represents two coincident lines. Since these two are identical lines, these two are coincident lines when h square minus ab is equal to 0. That's why the nature of pair of lines equation in homogeneous form definitely depends upon the h square minus ab. That means h square minus ab is 0, then the pair of lines represents coincident lines. Suppose we have to take h square minus ab is positive. Positive means above 0. It may be 1, 1 by 2, 3, 3 by 2, 5, 7, 8 like that. That means we have to take h square minus ab is 4, then root h square minus ab is 2. That means here it is ax plus hy plus 2y is equal to 0. Ax plus hy minus 2y is equal to 0. That means here two different lines, real and different lines, two real and distinct lines. When it is possible, h square minus ab is positive. H square minus ab is greater than 0, then it is represents two different lines. Suppose this h square minus ab is negative. Negative means below 0. Below 0, that is minus 1, minus 3 by 2, minus 7, like that. That means if it is a root negative, then root negative is imaginary line. Root negative is imaginary. That's why these two represents imaginary lines. When it is possible, definitely h square minus ab less than 0. That's why we have to write the properties, that means the conditions, that means nature of a pair of lines depends upon h square minus ab. Right? Now, we have to write the points. If the first point, if h square minus ab is equal to 0, then ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 represents coincident lines. Coincident lines. Now, second point. If h square minus ab greater than 0, then x square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 represents real and distinct lines. Now, if h square minus ab less than 0, then ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 represents imaginary lines. That's all. So from this concept you have to do the questions which are mains level questions. Okay, right, mains and advanced level questions. Now we have to take examples on this concept, right? Now the first question, the value of k. Now the first question, the value of k if the equation the value of k if the equation 4x square plus 12xy plus ky square is equal to 0 represents coincident lines. Now the first option 3, second option 6, third option 12 and fourth option this is 9 and this is 12. Observe here. Observe the value of k if the equation represents coincident lines. That means observe the given equation will compare with ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. That's why this equation depends upon the nature of, that means we have to find the nature of pair of lines. This is depends upon h square minus ab, where a is the coefficient of x square and b is the coefficient of y square and h is the half of the coefficient of xy. Are you clear? What is a 4 and what is b k? What is h 6? That's why h square minus ab, that is 30 is equal to 0. That means 36 minus 4k is equal to 0. From this one, k is equal to 9. That's why third option is correct. That's all. Now we are going to one more question on this concept. Fine. Now the second question. The range of small a so that a square x square plus 2xy plus a square x square plus 2xy plus 4y square is equal to 0 represents distinct lines. Represents distinct lines. Yes, this is also depends upon the same concept. That's why what is the condition for distinct lines? H square minus ab is greater than 0. What is a square? What is b 4? What is h 1? Since h is half of the coefficient of xy, that's why it is 1 minus 4a square greater than 0. Now multiply with the negative, then it is 4a square minus 1 less than 0. Then it is a square minus 1 by 4 less than 0. This can be right a plus 1 by 2 into a minus 1 by 2 less than 0. Are you clear? Now from this can be right a minus of minus 1 by 2 into a minus 1 by 2 less than 0. That's why minus 1 by 2 less than a less than 1 by 2. Are you clear? Since if x minus alpha, x minus beta less than 0, then the value of x lies within the alpha beta. That means here it is a belongs to open minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So this form also correct. Okay. Now options. So options are not given. No problem. So this is the answer. Minus 1 by 2 less than a less than 1 by 2. Suppose we have to take options. First option a greater than 1 by 2 or a less than minus 1 by 2. Now second option minus 1 by 2 less than a less than 1 by 2, and third option minus 1 by 2 less than or equal to a less than or equal to 1 by 2, and fourth option a greater than or equal to 1 by 2 or a less than or equal to minus 1 by 2. That's why second option is correct. Right. Now we are going to one more question depends upon this concept. That's all. Since this is depends upon the formula, where the formula if x minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0, then then the value of x lies within the interval alpha and beta. That's why alpha less than x less than beta. Of course, this can be written as x belongs to open alpha beta. That's all. Now we are going to one more question on this concept. That's why these are all mains questions, mains level and advanced level questions. These questions depends upon the basic concept. That's why in geometry, each and every concept is very, very important. Now we are going to next question, depends upon this concept. This is the basic concept, just nature of homogeneous pair of lines. Now write the question. The question is, the pair of lines equation, the pair of lines equation 2x square plus 6xy minus 3y square, 2x square plus 6xy minus 3y square is equal to 0 represents the first option distinct lines, distinct lines, second option coincident lines, third option imaginary lines, and fourth option none of these. Yes, observe. So definitely options observe distinct lines and coincident lines and imaginary lines. We know the properties for distinct lines and coincident lines and imaginary lines depends upon the nature of pair of lines. Okay, what are the that means what is the nature of pair of lines? That is depends upon h square minus ab. H square minus ab is equal to 0 coincident lines. H square minus ab is positive distinct lines. H square minus ab is negative, then imaginary lines. Now we are going to h. What is the h? Half of the h coefficient, that is 3, and a is 2 and b is minus 3. What is h? 3. What is a? 2. What is b? Minus 3. Now the formula h square minus ab, that is h square 9 minus ab, minus into minus plus 6. That's why it is 15. 15 is positive. That's why h square minus ab is greater than 0. H square minus ab is greater than 0 represents the lines distinct. That's why the first option is correct. Now we are going to one more question, depends upon this concept. That is, now we are going to one more question, depends upon this concept. If a is to b is to c is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 3, if a is to b is to c is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 3, then the lines represented by ax square plus bxy plus cy square is equal to 0 or now the first option real, second option imaginary, third option coincident, and fourth option none of these. Yes, again this question also depends upon the that means nature of pair of lines. Now observe the given condition. Solution for this one: a is to b is to c is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 3. That's why you have to take ratio a by 1, b by 2, c by 3. Suppose we have to take k, it is substitute in place of this one. That means a is k. So k is common and cancelled. Then a is 1. Then it gives x square plus 2xy plus 3y square is equal to 0. That's all. So that is the equation. From this equation, we have to verify the nature of pair of lines according to the h square minus ab. Now what is h? 1. What is a? 1. What is b? 3. After comparing, that means this will comparing with the pair of lines equation ax square plus 2hx plus by square is equal to 0, then a is 1 and h is 1 and b is 3. That's why a is 1, b is 1, b is 3 and h is 1. Now h square minus ab, that is 1 minus 3, that is minus 2, less than 0. So h square minus ab less than 0, then it represents the pair of lines, represents imaginary lines. That's all. So it is very easy. Actually, this is the basic concept from homogeneous part. In homogeneous part, some more concepts also there. For each concept, a minimum 3, 4, 5 questions are depends upon these concepts from mains and advanced level. That's why we have to learn the concept. We have to approach the conceptual learning. That's better. Are you clear? So after homogeneous part, we are going to the non-homogeneous part. That's why in this in the next video we have to discuss 3 more concepts on homogeneous part. Since this is the basic concept, that's why the 4 questions, these are previous mains questions. These 4 questions are previous mains questions, depends upon the small concept, the basic concept. That's why concept is very, very important. Concept is very, very important. Since crores of problems depends upon the single concept. We can't by heart the crores of problems. That's why we have to understand the single concept. Then we have to create the questions. We have to create the questions. That's why you can learn the concept, you can keep the concept, and you can approach the concept, you can concentrate on the concept. That's why conceptual learning is very, very important. Okay, right. In the next, we are going to in the next video, we are going to pair of lines related to slopes. Pair of lines related to slopes. That means a relation between the slopes. That means sum of the slopes and product of the slopes and difference of the slope. So more number of objective questions depends upon slopes related concept. So in the next video we are going to slopes related concept. That is also very, very important concept, since in all competitive exams in all India level definitely depends upon these concepts. That's why you can concentrate on the concept, right? Okay, bye. And then next video, that's why this is the beginning video from pair of straight lines. This is the beginning, the starting concept. You can concentrate on this concept. We are going to, in the next video, we are going to the concept that is slopes related concept, right? Bye. Okay.